Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Gomez. So I'm going to show you real quick the celery experiment that I'm sure you guys saw on Brain Pop Junior. If you have not seen it, don't worry. I'm going to show you. I'm going to go ahead and do the experiment for you. If some of you want to go ahead and do it with mommy or daddy or a supervision, someone supervising you, not by yourself, okay? So make sure there's an adult present, abuela, abuelo, okay? And basically what we're gonna do is today we're just gonna put the food coloring in the celery, and then tomorrow we're gonna see what happens to the celery, what happens to the stem, what happens to the flower and the roots, and that's how we're gonna get to know the parts of a plant. Okay, so again, this is not mandatory. I'm gonna do the experiment for you, and you're just gonna answer the 2 questions on the Brain Pop activity. I'm gonna attach the questions here for mommy and daddy or the adult that's helping you so they can help you answer these questions. If you want to do the experiment, you can do it with some adult supervision or your big brother or your big sister, okay? Not by yourself. And if you do it, please send me the video or pictures. I would love to show everybody and post it, and all your friends can see it, and show Miss Otler, and she can put it on the school website and Instagram, okay? So follow my directions. I'm gonna go over the ingredients and the supplies that we're gonna need for this experiment, okay? And if you have any questions, you're gonna write them below the video when I post it today on Class Dojo. Got it? All right. So we need 4 things today. We need a clear cup, okay? Mine is glass. You do not need to use glass. You could use a plastic clear cup, okay? But it has to be clear so we can see inside. See how you see my fingers inside? So we need to be able to see the cup, okay? But it does not need to be glass. We're gonna use food coloring. I'm using green because that is all Ms. Gomez could find on Amazon, okay? But you could use whatever color you want. It does not need to be green, okay? We're going to use water, right? A liquid. This is a liquid, so we're gonna use water, okay? And then the most important, plants, which is a vegetable, we're gonna use celery. Okay, my celery has the flowers or the leaves, in this case, the stem, and this is part of its root, okay? This one has a longer root, so that's why I'm using 2, so you could see how it's gonna affect both. So the first thing we're going to do is get your clear cup, and we're gonna pour water. It doesn't matter how much water. I would say maybe half a cup of water, okay? See? Or less than half a cup. It doesn't really matter the amount. Then we're going to open up our food coloring. I recommend that someone who is an adult or bigger than you open this up, because this is sometimes hard to open and it can stain, see my fingers? And it'll leave them like that for a few hours. So it could stain wherever you're doing your project. So I ask you to do it with someone who is an adult, okay? So we're gonna pour a little bit of the food coloring, okay? Enough where the water became what color? Green, okay? So now you're gonna see our celery is a light green, right? Look at the leaves, nothing is, it's its natural color. We're going to put them in the cup, and we're gonna leave them like that overnight, and we are going to see what happens. Maybe the leaves will change colors, maybe they won't. Maybe the stem will change color, and maybe it won't. We don't know. Today's our first day of this experiment, of this investigation, so we are 1 step in, and tomorrow morning Ms. Gomez will come on here again and see what happens. So right now, I just gave you the ingredients, the 4 steps to make our celery experiment halfway complete. And then tomorrow we will start collecting our data. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this week experiment that we'll be doing together. And I can't wait to see your questions and answers and your results and pictures if you do go ahead and do the experiment with mommy and daddy. Okay, take care. Okay, boys and girls, this is part 3, the third column that we're going to answer. So this one needs to be done with an adult, a guardian, a big brother or a big sister, because we're going to be using a sharp knife and I do not want you to use it. It needs to be, again, mommy, daddy, abuela, whoever is helping you with a homework that can use a knife. Okay, I do not want you to use it. I'm going to be showing you what to do. And if you're doing the project at home, they will be doing this part. You are just what? Watching and writing down what you are observing. Got it? So now the third part says, have an adult slice a few pieces of the celery and write what you see. So you are writing and collecting the data. The adult is doing the cutting. Ms. Gomez is an adult. She's doing the cutting. Okay? Here's the celery stalk that we've been using. These are the leaves that did not look like this yesterday. This is the stem and this is the root end. Okay? So we are going to cut it. I am going to cut it, going to slice it, and I want you to see what we see inside of the stem and how different it's going to look. Okay, so I'm going to slice one piece and another piece. Guys, look at this. Check that out. What do you guys see? So if Miss Gomez right now went like this on a clear white part, you would see the little dots marking. See that there? Probably not. Let's see. Let's try again. If you push down, you're going to see the little dots right there. In the clear areas where you push down. It doesn't show it, guys. Well, we sliced it. And on all the parts that we sliced, look what we see. So, in this third column, I want you to write it or draw what you just saw on the stalk that we've been using with the food coloring. Again, this is the regular stalk that had no food coloring and was in regular water. And I'm going to show you how that one looks when we slice it, so you can see that one looks like this. See? So there's a big difference with these two. What do you guys see? Let's compare. Okay? Be creative. Show me and write to me what you see once we sliced it, and then you're going to, on your own, answer question 1 and 2. One question says, what do you think would happen if we put white flour in a cup? So if we did this with a white flour, what would happen? You're going to write and explain to me. And the second question says, what do roots and stems do? I want you to write based on what we've talked about, based on what we've observed, and based on the video and brain pop, what are the jobs of the roots and the stems in the plants? What do they do? What is their importance? What are their jobs? So write that down, 1 or 2 sentences, doesn't need to be a lot. And then in the columns, you can write a sentence or 2 or draw the picture of what you saw. And then when the whole worksheet is done that you did in your homework journal or a separate piece of paper, whatever was easier for you, if you did it on a whiteboard at home with mom, if you did it on a chalkboard, if you did it however you did it, it doesn't matter. Just send me the picture so we can get our scientist grades and do another experiment maybe next week. Okay? I hope you guys had fun. Bye.